Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Am I live right now? Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Am I live right now? Let me know if this is working. I will be back in 1 second. Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Am I live right now? Let me know if this is working. I will be back in 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right, looks like it's working. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Let's see who is here right now. We've got Grumpy Owl Gaming says hoot. Well, thank you, Grumpy Owl Gaming. And DL Stewart says happy BookTube birthday. Thank you so much. Happy anniversary from Dal Cecil Runo. Thank you so much as well. And then Moonbook says hi. Hello, nice to see you. BookTube Goddess says congrats. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So so as everyone probably knows who's here, today is my 1-year anniversary of being on BookTube and on AuthorTube. I know that if you go way back in my channel, I have made videos years ago before that I don't really count as much because it was before I committed to being a booktuber and authortuber. But if you go back and look at my newbie tag, it's been a year, so that's really exciting. And it's cool that this is right after Thanksgiving because I'm very thankful for this wonderful community that I've been a part of here. So let's see who's here right now. Okay, awesome. So Joan Ninja Hen, happy anniversary. Thank you so much. And then Lauren Severe says, hey girl. Hey Lauren, how's it going? So today we are going to be baking some cookies. And then if you guys have any questions you want to ask, just feel free to throw them in the live chat. If you guys have any topics you want to discuss, go ahead and throw them in the live chat. That'll be super exciting. But I decided to do a baking video because I remember I made a baking video a couple months ago while I was reviewing Girl Stop Apologizing. And I think, people probably like that because I was complaining about a book. But I don't have a book to negatively review today, but I can do some holiday baking since people seem to like the baking video because I am not lazy. I don't think lazy is the right word because I'm the person who has so much else going on. I don't have time to make a crazy complicated recipe. So we're going to be making the basic bitch slice and bake cookies. We've got these snowman cookies. And we've got the Christmas tree cookies. So we are going to be baking 2 types of holiday cookies today. And hopefully I don't set the kitchen on fire. We'll see what happens. And that'll be super fun. Going to check some more comments in a second real quick. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful day with your families yesterday or whatever you ended up doing yesterday. I hope it was super fun. I'm thankful for all of you guys, and I'm thankful for everyone who's supported me as a small business owner this year. I'm thankful for everyone who supports any small business, and for anyone who's read one of my books, left me a review, done any of that. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And then today's Black Friday. So if you guys have seen on foreverhomefriends.com, we have our Happy Holidays mug now available. It just launched this morning, and we also have free shipping over $75 just today on the whole site. And then tomorrow we'll have a different deal for Small Business Saturday. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check that out. All right, what do we got? Okay. Caitlin Duncan says, stopping in during my writing break. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope that your writing's going well right now. And then, Moonbook says, need to go very soon. Tomorrow I'm going to Thanksgiving lunch. Totally understandable. I appreciate that you were here. And then here for the cookies. Okay. Yeah. I mean, me too. I wish I could teleport the cookies to you guys through here. That's Lauren's question too. When do we get our cookies? If you guys know of some technology that allows me to send you cookies through the computer screen, please tell me, and I will gladly share them with you. And then Moonbook also wanted to know, what's your favorite bookstore? That's really hard. Because I like to shop for books like primarily that I know somebody who's written them. Like my favorite type of book to buy or thing to buy in general is when I can make a personal connection with another person first. So I love going to like local craft fairs and vendor fairs because sometimes like I'm an author that goes to those and sometimes other authors show up there. So it's not really a bookstore, but like I like to be able to meet people one-on-one who created the thing. So things like that. Teleporting would be, oh my God, it would. Teleporting would be so nice. USPS, is that for sending the cookies? Like I should send them through the post office? I mean, will they get stale? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. All right, so we're going to start opening up the cookies, and you guys keep throwing questions or whatever out there, and we will have a good time with this. So it looks like the first thing I got to do is preheat the oven. So we're going to do that. 350. These are pretty easy, so I hope I can't mess these up. Get some oil. All right. All right, Jasmine Shea Townsend says, hi. Hey, Jasmine, how's it going? I'm so glad you're here. All right. You guys remember when I did the cupcake video, like I almost messed up the cupcakes a few times because I was like trying to pour the batter in while reviewing a book? That was crazy. All right, Lauren says, how do you find enough time between your business, writing, filming, uploading to actually read books to review for BookTube? Oh, wait, okay. So that's like a time management question. I got to figure that out. Well, let's see. How do I find enough time between my business, writing, filming, uploading to actually read books to review? A few different ways. Oh, wait, these cookies are so small. Oh, they're so cute. Look at that. Okay, so I'm placing these 2 inches apart, making 10 to 12 minutes. Sounds great. Okay, so how I find enough time for reading books in between. Audiobooks is pretty big for me because I don't have a car and I live in the city. So whenever I have to go somewhere, it's always on public transit. So I never have to worry really about focusing on the road or anything like that. So I will put an audiobook, like earbuds in, and listen to that on the train. Or I'll sometimes read a book on the train, but that can be hard because I sometimes get the motion sickness from that, so that can be annoying. So I do that sometimes. Also, like I don't have hobbies. That's another thing. Like in my, I talk about this in the book because I'm writing, those of you who don't know, for NaNoWriMo, I switched my project and I'm writing a business self-help book called #SavvyBusinessOwner. And it's about my experiences as a small business owner. And in that book, I talk about the fact that like I don't really have hobbies at this point. So yeah, I really just like, I do what I love as my career. So my hobbies are pretty much like non-existent at this point, which is like a little bit sad, I guess. But like, it's also not sad because the things I would be doing as hobbies, I'm already doing as a career. So I don't have to think too much about like that kind of thing. Other thing, and I don't normally say this because like it's not really advice I can give other people, but I don't have any kids. And that's like, obviously I would never be like, if you have kids, like you can't, like, you know what I mean? Because that's just what works for me. But I think that the fact that I don't have another human relying on me makes it easy to just kind of like take this leap and do all these things. And I can just like make a schedule and not worry about another person relying on me. So I guess I'm like kind of privileged in the sense that I don't have any kids right now. I don't know. That's not advice though. Like that's just an answer. Let's see. Moonbook says, have you heard about the Queer Lit Readathon? Yeah, I've heard about it. I heard about it after I had already committed to doing the Reindeer Readathon. So I'm one of the co-hosts for the Reindeer Readathon, doing the team stocking for the Reindeer Readathon. And I'm also doing in December Readathon for December, reading indie books. And then I heard about the Queer Lit Readathon like after I had already committed to both of those. So I guess I'm not going to like officially do that on top of it, but I'm excited to see people's videos about it. Dalcy Silruno says, I finished Sculpt Yourself on a long bus ride, so I get it. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah, whenever I travel somewhere, I tend to take like the Greyhound bus because I don't like to spend money on airfare. I'm very cheap. So I've done a lot of reading on those as well. So Joe Ninja Hen says, and you write as fast as a speed demon. I appreciate that. I don't know if it's true. Like, you're probably referring to, like, so I was on the live stream with Lisa Daly on Wednesday doing the NaNoWriMo live stream. See, I got the NaNoWriMo mug right here. So we were doing writing sprints for NaNoWriMo, and I was writing a lot of words during every writing sprint. But I think that was more because, like, when you're writing a self-help book, you're writing about your own experiences and you're just writing like things you know, I feel like the words just come a lot faster than when you're having to like commit to being in a character's voice and that kind of thing. I don't know if I normally write as fast as a speed demon, but you know what? I'll take a compliment. Thank you. All right, Dalcy Soruno says, I bought the ebook, but my phone reads the ebook. It's like a terrible audiobook. Yeah, I think I've heard like what your phone sounds like, and that's cool that it reads it out loud. It's like getting to have the like an audiobook experience for an ebook price, I guess, kind of, but also not really an audiobook experience because you don't have like a narrator. It's like a robot voice. But I mean, that's still cool that like that's an available option. I think that's awesome. Moonbook says, well, at least Queer Lit Readathon will be back in June. Oh, perfect. I'll do it in June then. Thanks for letting me know that. I'll definitely do it in June. That sounds really fun. She says, bye. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Grumpy Owl Gaming says, lunch break happening just on time. That is awesome. I'm so glad that you're able to be here. Thank you so much. Lauren Severe, how close are you to winning? How close am I to winning, Nano? Oh my God, she was barking. I'm sorry. Okay. Lauren says, how close are you to winning, Nano, or have you already won? I have not already won, and there's 2 days left in November, right? There's today and tomorrow. So, yeah, for those of you that, I did a video about this the other week, but I switched my NaNoWriMo project on November 15th, so halfway through the month, I was like, doing something different this month, because I was originally writing the sequel to Sculpt Yourself. So I was originally writing a sequel, and it was coming along really slowly. It was coming along much slower than I expected. And I think that's because like this is just going to take me longer than a month to write. It's just like there's a lot more to develop there. So I'm planning to continue developing that and then doing the actual draft of it for Camp NaNoWriMo in July. And so had a book I had momentum on, which was my business self-help book idea, because right now with Forever Home Friends, I am doing like holiday promotions nonstop. I'm like doing holiday events. I'm doing, you know, like I said, we've got Black Friday sales today. We've got all of that. So like business is the one thing on my mind. So I was like, you know what? I have this business book idea. I'll just write that. So that was coming really fast. I'm at 30,000 words for it. So I'm not close to winning. But I'm going to write as much as I can today and tomorrow and see. I don't expect to write 20,000 words within the next 2 days. I think that's probably ridiculous. But I'm going to do my best and see how far I can get and hopefully get close to the end of the book, because like self-help books tend to be shorter than novels on average. So maybe I can still get close to the end of it, even if I don't reach the 50,000 goal. So we'll see. All right. And then we've got procrastinating today by watching you instead of fighting with my Nano project. Well, you know, I'm torn on how to react to that. I want to be like, thank you. I'm happy that you're here instead of doing your own work. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to discourage you from doing your project. So I'll just say, yeah, thank you for being here. I hope you're enjoying this, and I hope that you find that this helps with like some motivation on the Nano project as well. Yeah. Okay, Lauren says, the words still count. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the words still count. I think a lot of us get caught up in like, this is a challenge. We have to reach the end. We have to hit 50,000 words. I'll be honest, I've only ever hit the 50,000 word goal once before, and that was when I wrote Sculpt Yourself. That was a Nano project a couple years ago, and I hit 50,000 words for that on the last day. It was the last day of the month, and I didn't think I was at 45,000 when I wrote 5,000 that day and hit it, and I was like, wait, that's amazing. So that worked out for me, but it's hard. It's hard. Dal says, I already lost with Nano with the moving and anxiety because of the moving. Nope, I knew this was going to happen. Yeah. And that's the thing is like, you never know what's going to happen that month. Like you can make the commitment. And I like doing a month-long novel writing challenge because I feel like giving myself a time frame and a challenge. And I think a lot of you probably feel the same way too. It really helps to keep you on track and keep you motivated. And so like I've done like a 2-month-long writing challenge. Like when I was in grad school, we had a novel writing class that was 1 quarter long. And we spent mid-September to mid-November writing the novel, and that was 90s Kids, that's the novel I'm finishing up revisions for. So I wrote that one in 2 months. Ooh, the oven's ready. But yeah, so like sometimes doing it in 1 month just doesn't work, but what's really important is like sticking to the deadlines and all of that. Grumpy Owl Gaming. I did 50K words like 2 weeks ago, but they were all written in Quest lore outlines and Unreal. You know what? That counts, my dude. All writing is writing. It counts. And you know what else? The cookies are ready to go in the oven. Let's make this happen. All right. So this is our first batch of cookies. These are the snowmen. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. All right, so now we have 10 minutes to talk about things while the cookies are in the oven. Maybe I'll get another batch ready to go too. Oh wait, my cookies in the dishwasher. There we go. I'm a mess. All right, Lauren's like cookies. Yes, I'm so excited for these cookies. I hope that they're delicious. And I hope you guys don't mind them. I'm not like, because like I know when I did my cupcake video, I'm like, I got like myself cracking eggs in a bowl. I've got like the oil I'm pouring in and measuring and looking like a professional baking person. But for this one, I'm just doing these easy, ready to bake ones from the grocery store because I just don't have time right now. But I'm glad that these cookies are still exciting people. Maybe I'm just stuck in that mindset of Rachel Hollis, who's like, boxed cake is for poor people. But no, I also have funfetti mix, so I'm gonna need to make another video with making more funfetti cupcakes soon because that was really fun to make last time. All right, let's see. Val says, I'm a simple Hufflepuff. I see cookies and hear my stomach rumble. Yeah, that's about right. You know, I get excited for anything with sugar in it. I feel like as an adult, I'm not supposed to. Like, I'm supposed to like healthy food more and like have more self-control, but I just want to eat sugar all the time. Like, I never get tired of cookies and cupcakes and all of that. It's so good. Yeah. I'm a Hufflepuff too. Oh, cute. I'm actually a Slytherin. I know that weird, like some people just assume I'm a Hufflepuff because of my personality, but I feel like by nature, most business owners are Slytherins because we tend to prioritize ambition and goal setting and that kind of thing above everything else. But I guess maybe I have like Hufflepuff personality. I don't know. I like Harry Potter, but I'm not like as into it as most people are. So I feel like I don't know the nuances as well as other people. So you guys can tell me what you think I am. I've taken the quiz though. All right, let's see. Lauren says, what was the most surprising thing you learned in the last year of AuthorTube and BookTube? I think the most surprising thing I learned was just like how many people were here and how quick it was going to be to make friends once I like had officially joined the community. Because I had, like I mentioned, I had made videos before. Like my channel account existed before a year ago. And I just like made a couple videos. Some of them were about writing. Most of them were about dogs. Like I make little vlogs for Chewy and that kind of thing. But like nobody saw them. I'd get like 5 views on a video and I was like, what am I doing? Why do I know no one? And then it was actually my friend RK Gold, who's also on AuthorTube. And he was saying like, why haven't you done the newbie tags? And I didn't know that was a thing. And then when I did those and realized people were searching for them, I was like, what? There's this whole community here. I didn't even know this. So that surprised me that I was like, people are coming in my video. People are leaving comments. People like want to see this. This is great. And so then I started going to other people's videos and leaving comments. And I'm like, this is a whole like family here. This is amazing. So that surprised me. And I know that's such like a basic thing, but this past year, like I used to hate social media and I was always like struggling on the internet. I was struggling to stay up to date with technology, especially for someone my age. I would struggle with that. And then when I figured out what I was doing on YouTube, I was like, this is fun. Like I suddenly enjoyed posting on Instagram because I knew I had this group of awesome book people there that were there and were interested in it. And I suddenly enjoyed posting on Twitter. Like I enjoyed doing this, which was totally different. So now it's like, it's wonderful. And I'd always enjoyed making videos. So that was like, I loved that I could use what I was already loved to do and make this happen. All right, what else we got? Box cake is great, and I'm a poor person. You know what? Box cake is great. I totally agree with you. Like, it doesn't matter what your income is. It doesn't matter who you are. Box cake can be for everybody. We can have, like, I should make like box cake pride shirts, because I'm already, when I hit 1,500 subscribers, I'm going to release merch. And I have We Stand Pam t-shirts for Reverence and Girl Wash Your Face. So maybe I'll make like a box cake pride shirt or something. I feel like that could be funny. Let's see what else. All excited about cookies until you realize we won't actually. I am sorry, guys. Although the bright side is these cookies were like $2, $2.50 for a box of these. So they're not expensive. So if you run out to the grocery store and buy these, they're cheap and they're easy to make. So I guess that's the bright side, is you can have cookies in that way. All right, we've got Ravenclaw pride. Yeah, have pride in Ravenclaw. I love it. No, I'm less eager to try your cookies. Yeah, my cookies probably aren't going to be great. I used to be better at baking cookies when I was younger and had more time. Oh, I'm a Hufflepuff? Okay. I've heard that, like, you can combine them, and, like, I could be a Slitherpuff, like, if that's a thing, that I could be, like, primarily ambitious, but, like, also excited and, like, a puppy all the time. So, I mean, I feel like that works. Yeah, okay, Dal, I agree with that. She says, nah, you are a Slytherin. The books didn't give Slytherin proper representation. That's what I've heard too, right? That, like, J.K. Rowling was very, like, she took kind of too much of a black and white approach with, like, the Slytherins are the bad guys and the Gryffindors are the good guys. There wasn't a lot of nuance. So I think if we can look at this in a more, expanded way, I think I could definitely be a Slytherin, yeah. DL Stewart says, I felt the same way when I joined AuthorTube. That's awesome. Guys, I legit love this community so much. Like, I love the AuthorTube Facebook group as well. I hated Facebook. I thought Facebook was stupid. Like, I don't like Mark Zuckerberg. I think he's a robot. But there's all this stuff going on with that. And, like, I was like, Facebook doesn't work for me because everything, like, the algorithm is prioritizing only things you pay for. I can't have anything I post show up in people's feeds organically. And then suddenly I was like, oh, there's this AuthorTube Facebook group. And, like, people actually can connect here. Like, this is crazy. So it made me not hate Facebook too, which is great because I like social media as a concept. So yeah, I'm glad you felt the same way. I'm glad that a lot of people are really enjoying this community. I think it's wonderful. AuthorTube has made me feel welcomed after my old gaming YouTube group abandoned me when I stopped doing game vids. Well, first of all, I'm really sorry your gaming YouTube group abandoned you. What I appreciate about AuthorTube is, like, even when I make not AuthorTube related videos, like, you guys still care. So Grumpy Owl Gaming, I mean, I think that if you, the AuthorTube, your AuthorTube family, like, if you start making gaming videos again, like, I'll still watch them. I'll still care about them. Like, that's what I noticed is, like, I do, like, writing vlogs and writing tips sometimes, but then sometimes I'll do, like, a anti-MLM video, which is, I mean, that was why I originally joined YouTube in the first place years ago, was I wanted to make anti-MLM videos. So I make those now, and, like, the AuthorTube community still likes them, and I think that's awesome. And sometimes I'll make, like, a video with my toys. Like, I don't know what's going to happen now with the new weird legislation about kids content or whatever, because my doll videos are not for kids, as you guys know. But I make toy videos sometimes. I do doll modifications sometimes. Like, you guys care about that. I've done toy unboxing. You care about that. Like, I think it's great that this community, like, welcomes a diverse range of interests and perspectives. I love you guys. You're wonderful. All right. AuthorTube family. I'm thankful for you guys too. Yeah, Lauren, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for your support. I'm super thankful for the long review video you did of Sculpt Yourself. I thought that was an amazing video. I absolutely loved it. And Dal says, I started this channel with my poems. Not many watched. Then I recently joined AuthorTube, and it's awesome. Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like, if you find a community, especially, like, I feel like the book community is so nice. And, like, I don't know much about the YouTube gaming community. Like, I watch some game channels, but I'm not, like, involved in the community that much. But if it's anything like crowdfunding communities, I know that, like, in the Kickstarter gaming community, everyone is, like, cutthroat and everyone is ready to rip everyone apart. And in the Kickstarter book community, everyone's like, oh my God, a book, I want to order it, I want to support you, this is awesome. So I know those communities are different. It sounds kind of like they might be the same on YouTube. So one second, let me take this shirt off. I'm getting too hot in here. So I have to wear a hat. Here's a fun fact. I have to wear a hat because my glasses are broken. They were broken down the middle. They got super glued back together. And then this piece right here is wobbly and broken. So until my new glasses that I ordered come in, I have to wear hats because I have to hold them on the side of my face like this. So no matter how warm I get in the kitchen, the hat is staying on. All right, Jasmine's a Slytherin. Okay, if Jasmine's a Slytherin, I can be a Slytherin too, because Jasmine's channel is also like adorable and exciting, and like she's got Animal Crossing music playing all the time. And I think if another Animal Crossing fan can be a Slytherin, so can I, right? I feel like that's a thing. Oh, she's a Slitherclaw. Yeah, so you can combine them. Okay, great. Okay, Griffin, Puff, great. People are combining them. Yes, Jasmine. Okay. I'm glad that if anyone doesn't know, AuthorTube has a Facebook. Like, yes, there's a Facebook group. I think it's either called AuthorTubers or #AuthorTubers. Like, oh wait, the cookies are done. 1 second, but I will tell you guys about the AuthorTube Facebook group. All right, we got some cookies. These do not look done at all. How do I know if they're done? Do I like poke them? Poke them with a fork, I think. Got a fork. Yeah, no, these cookies are mush. They're not even close. We're gonna put these back in. So I will continue answering questions. Yes, search for either AuthorTubers or #AuthorTubers. Search for that on Facebook. And there's a group, and I post in it a lot, and everyone's very responsive there. So, and I noticed that some AuthorTubers I follow aren't in the group. So maybe not everyone uses, like, I don't think I'm friends with everyone on Facebook, so I would invite people otherwise, but like definitely join it. Like, I'd love to see you there. Where else do we got? Yep. Grifferin. Okay, cool. I like that. I can see that. And then, yeah, Jasmine, definitely join the group. Yes. Okay. Grumpy Owl Gaming saying Dal did a negative review and even the author was kind about it. That would never have happened in the gaming YouTuber scene. Yes. Okay. I totally noticed that, right? I think you're talking about Nicole's book, which I was so interested in this because that was one of my favorite books that I'd read in 2019. And then I watched Dal's review where it was, she didn't like it at all. And her reasons were totally valid and like made perfect sense. So it was amazing for me to see another perspective. And like, then Nicole is like posting like, hey, I think it's awesome that you gave me this criticism and I appreciate having new things to think about moving forward. And I'm like, y'all are just amazing. Like the way that everyone like takes criticism. And that's why like I liked knowing that Dal could give a negative review to a friend, because I know then that other AuthorTubers will show me the same respect. Like if I write a book and you don't like it, like you can trash it. And that's why like I come on here and I don't usually trash books of AuthorTubers, but I mean, if I read one I don't like, I will. I just haven't found one I don't like yet. But I've done such negative reviews of some books that I've been so disappointed in. And I'm like, is this going to affect me in the future? Like, is this going to make people want to leave me negative reviews of my books if they don't like them? And then I'm like, you know what? If you don't like it, I do want you to leave a negative review. I want us to all be honest here. And I think that's beautiful about this community. And then Dal says, I feel sad I couldn't like the book. I want to support everyone in here. Yeah, me too. I'm worried for the day that I do read an AuthorTuber book that I don't like, because I've been very fortunate it hasn't happened yet. But I'm worried for that day because I'm like, it's going to be hard to give a negative review to someone I like. But at the same time, I think we're all like a really wholesome community in the sense that we all will accept criticism and we all do prefer honesty over just like compliments with nothing behind them. Yeah, it would never happen in other communities. I've noticed that. And that's why, like, when I do videos that are like drama oriented, like MLM videos or videos where I'm like reacting and criticizing pyramid scheme speeches and things like that, I'm like, when there's ever drama in this community, I feel like I don't want to cover it because I'm like I genuinely want to be friends with all of you guys. So like, I'll go cover other communities' drama. I'm a drama queen, I won't lie. Cool. Then Jace says, how do you know if they're done? You eat one. If it's not done, you get cookie dough instead. So you know what? That's kind of true. Cookie dough is great. So like, even if the cookies aren't done, I guess I could still eat them. But the thing is, they're like so hot that I don't want to like spend all the time for them to cool down, only to find that I should have left them in longer. But I also want to burn them. So we're going to wing it. You know what? I have a light for the oven. Let me check that. Okay. They're still baking in there. We're good. They're still baking. Oh yeah, you know what? I haven't actually visited the AuthorTube Academy Facebook group in a while, but I like that group. I need to post more there. Thanks for reminding me of that. And then DL Stewart, yes. And then Grumpy Owl Gaming says, if I wrote a novel, y'all would hate it. I'm in no way a novel writer. Give me game writing any day. Honestly, here's the thing. Now, I can't say for sure if I would. I could be like, no, I wouldn't hate your novel, but it doesn't exist. So, like, I can't, like, honestly comment on a hypothetical. But I would say, like, if you wrote a novel, but you, like, have experience with game writing, I feel like that skill can transfer. Because I started as a screenwriter. I never got anywhere with screenwriting because, like, I don't want to, like, the film industry is a whole hot mess. I don't even want to talk about it. But the fact that, like, if you start writing in another way and start transferring those skills over, you learn a lot of things that bring a new perspective that another author might not know. So, like, when I started writing, people have commented, like, your writing is very visual. It's very quick. It makes me feel like I'm watching a movie. The pacing is good. The dialogue's good. It's like, well, yeah, because when I was writing scripts, all I had was descriptions and dialogue. And then it took me a while to get into, you know, being able to give full, like, sensory details and descriptions of everything because you wouldn't give that in a script. But it was cool to come at it from a new perspective and have a different strength. So if you ever do want to write a novel, I still say go for it. Yeah, DL Stewart says criticism is what makes us better authors. That is so true. That is so true. That's why we do beta reading. That's why we have critique groups. That's why we get feedback. Like, yeah, I think that's so important that we all take criticism. Thoughtful criticism. Yeah, that's what Grumpy Owl Gaming is saying is Dale's video was good because she gave thoughtful criticism. And I agree with that, right? Like, if you come out here and you're like, this book sucks. I hated it because it was bad. It was boring and it sucked. Like, nothing good comes from that. Like, no one's going to learn to improve. So that's why I also love Dale's video, even though I love Nicole as an author. I love the book. I loved all of that. And then I watched Dale's review and I was like, no, she's making very thoughtful and good points. And she's being polite and nice about it and also offering constructive criticism. Like, that's what this is all about. And I think it's great that we all, like, both want to give and take criticism here. Nihilist Geek says, happy anniversary, Savvy. Thank you so much. I am so happy to have been here for a year. It's wonderful. All right, SD says, I can't stick around, but I wanted to drop by and say happy anniversary and congrats on hitting 1,000 subscribers. Thank you on both counts. That's another thing, like, I'm so grateful for is that I have 1,000, what do I have? 1,250 subscribers now, I think, which is amazing. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel, who has watched my videos. This community is amazing. So thank you so much. And thank you for your congratulations as well. Dal says, Ready Player One kind of novel, maybe. Oh, yeah, like for video games. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Lauren says, have you noticed any differences between BookTube and AuthorTube communities, involvement, drama, etc.? A few, I would say. I guess BookTube is bigger, I think. So that's, like, I still make a lot of videos with BookTube in the title and stuff because, like, I want the BookTube crowd to see them too because there is a bigger crowd. I feel like AuthorTube's almost like a BookTube subset. I think BookTube has more drama. And I think AuthorTube, I don't want to trash BookTube at all because I love BookTube. Like, I'm so grateful to be a part of BookTube. But I feel like a lot of people on AuthorTube are better at being small business supporters, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like we like to read indie books more, which is not always true. Like, I know a ton of booktubers who are super supportive of indie authors and are super supportive of small businesses and all of that. So I don't want to make a blanket statement, but I think a lot of times on BookTube, when someone gets really big, you know, it's easy to accept sponsorships from a big publisher, a big company. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think everyone should get paid for their work, and, like, making a video, that's a lot of work. Like, you guys all know how much time it takes to put into all this. So everyone should take, you know, whatever payment they can earn. But I think that's why I personally have connected more closely with some AuthorTubers, I think, because of, like, that small business angle and a lot of people in here being more interested in that. But some people on BookTube are too, so it's not really to say anything. But I think because BookTube's bigger, it does have more drama. That's what I've noticed. But I'm a drama queen, so I'm here to watch it. So, like, if any drama happens, you guys are getting views from me. Like, I feed into it. I'm guilty of this just as much as everyone else. Zach Tries to Read says, hey, Savvy, have to do stuff around the house, but I'm going to listen in and lurk during the chat. Awesome. Good luck on all your housework. Oh, hold on. Let me check on the cookies. Give them another minute or two. They still don't look done. Yeah, so DL Stewart says, tell us why you, yeah, so like if you're criticizing a book, you got to tell us why you hated the book, right? You can't just trash it with, I mean, I guess you can, we have free speech, whatever, but still. Grumpy Owl Gaming says, the game I'm working on is based on breaking down your atoms and sending them into a simulation. Wait, that's so cool! That's so cool. Okay, I love that. I'm so excited to learn more about like game writing and that kind of thing. I don't know anything about that world, but I mean, I like to play games. I've never written one though, but that's such a cool concept. I love it. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right. Cool. Looks like I finally caught up on the chat. That's awesome. So I'm going to check on the cookies again. Okay, I think these look more like cookies. They look more like cookies. We're good. Yeah, I'm going to let these cool off, and I'm going to put in another batch. So we've got these. These are a combination of trees and snowmen. These cookies, the first batch of cookies is all snowmen. Now we have trees and snowmen, and these are going in the oven next. And then when these cool off, I'll make the rest of the trees. So let's see. Let's do 13 minutes, because I did 10 last time, and it was not enough. So we're going to try 13 and see what happens. Oh my God, Chewy's barking. I'm sorry. I hope Chewy's barking does not bother you guys. Cool. So cookies are in the oven. How was all your guys' Thanksgiving? How was all of your, or how are all of your Black Friday weekends or those kind of things going? Anyone got plans for Small Business Saturday? I'm going to probably try to do some holiday shopping at a few small businesses, because I think that's important. Okay, cool. We got some more comments. We saw Frozen 2 yesterday. I haven't seen Frozen 2 yet. It's better than the first one, though. I have to check it out. I liked Frozen. I have mixed feelings on Disney, right? Because Disney owns too much, and you guys know I'm so into small businesses that I'm like, Disney is getting too big. They are scaring me. But I love their movies, right? So it's like, that's the difficulty there. But I think I will watch Frozen 2 at some point. Oh, the other thing is, like, I know I'm never going to pay for Disney Plus, but I want to see the live action Lady and the Tramp so bad, because it looks so fucking cute. Like, I'm going to die looking at those dogs. They're so cute. Okay, Joan says, you can read my novel. I'm writing lit RPG. A granny enters the virtual world and sets out to toast. That sounds so cool. You guys have such cool novel ideas. I love these. I mean, I should have guessed that based on like every AuthorTuber book I've read I liked so far. But also, like, keep in mind, I'm very easy to please. I like a lot of things. Like, I get really excited about everything, but I think you guys knew that already. Jace says, do you want to bake a snowman? Yes. Oh man, I just baked a ton of snowmen. Lauren says, how do you promote, talking too much. Lauren says, how do you approach businesses and ask them to stock your books and products? That's a great question. So for me, there's a combination of different things. First of all, I try to look outside of just bookstores. Like, I love bookstores, obviously, because I love books. But I feel like bookstores, because if you wrote a book, everyone else there wrote a book. You don't have a different angle than anybody else. So in my opinion, I think it's great to look into other types of stores. Like in Chicago, we have lots of stores that focus on like local artists and local crafters. So I'll approach some of them sometimes. I'll approach stores that have pet related items. Like in one of the Chicago suburbs, I have my books in this one store that is, it has like, it's like just like lots of decor and things like that. It's like primarily nursery with plants. And then it also does decor. And then they have a whole pet section. And the pet section is like, they have all these cute like little pet toys that look like, they have like little Starbucks looking pet toys that say like Starbucks and stuff like this cute stuff like that. So I approached them and was like, hey, I write books about dogs. Would you be interested in stocking these? And they were. And I did a book signing there and it's great. So I would say like looking outside of bookstores is one thing. Another thing is like just, you know, treating yourself like a small business owner, right? Like approach the purchasing manager at the store, say, hey, who's the head buyer here? I want to talk to them. I like to set up in-person meetings. I'll probably have more advice for brick and mortar stuff in 2020 because right now, as I've mentioned to you guys, I'm finding a new printer for my books right now and getting them printed in bulk so I can decrease the printing cost because the printing cost is too high that if I give a store a wholesale discount, my profit margin is very small. It's not good business practice. So I am going to start pursuing more brick and mortar stores then. Right now, I primarily sell directly through my website and I sell at events. But yeah, I would say that would be what I'd say for now. Zach is like, Chewy! Okay, I'm glad that you guys don't mind Chewy's barking. He's very cute, so I'm glad that he is not annoying anyone. Zach says, I'm hitting up the local record shop tomorrow. Yes! Yes, that's so exciting. Oh man, I haven't been to the record store in a while. I might need to get some new records at some point. I've been trying to save so much money. I haven't been buying anything recently, but maybe I will need to hit up a record store. That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad Zach and I can bond over liking records. Jasmine says, Thanksgiving was great. It's slowly becoming my favorite holiday. Well, that is awesome. I'm glad. Thanksgiving's a lot of fun. I think it's like there's so much food. My family had so much food. It was wonderful. The food is great. And, you know, it's just like the sole purpose of the holiday, at least for a lot of people, it feels like, is to just like spend time with your family. Like, and that's such a nice thing. Just like you just spend time with your family. Just see each other, have fun. I love it. They changed so much in the live action Lady and the Tramp. Okay, really? I didn't know that. Like from the animated movie, they changed a lot. I just thought the dogs were cute. Like I saw that picture of like the dogs on the red carpet together and I like died. Like I can't handle that kind of shit. It's too good. It's too cute. I'm probably not going to pay to see the movie just because I'm like, I cannot support Disney any further, but like, okay, when you say they change, is like that a good way or a bad way? Let's see. Ready Player One meets Golden Girls. That is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Okay, I would read that so hard. Like, I cannot wait to read this book. Oh my God, I love Golden Girls. It's one of my favorite sitcoms. I think it doesn't, like, I think nowadays it's getting more love. A few years ago, people were like, oh, that's just another basic ass sitcom. But no, Golden Girls is good shit. I love Golden Girls. Disney Plus for Mandalorian. I've heard good things. I haven't seen it. I've heard good things about Mandalorian, though. Thanksgiving is hard for my family. Husband is a first responder and works all the holidays. Oh, that's difficult. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, thank you to your husband for doing such an important job for all of us, though. Like he's a good dude. But yeah, that's hard, I guess, to have like not be able to be together on the holiday. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I hope it was still good for you guys. Joan says the title is Anti-Toast the VR. Oh, sorry. VRMMORPG. Okay, cool. I'm going to search for that. That sounds really fun. Hey, Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. What else we got? Chewbacca. That's adorable. Funny story. You know, we actually bought Chewy we didn't buy him a giant Chewbacca. My mom found this giant Chewbacca stuffed animal at the store and it was holding a heart that said Chewy loves you. So she got it for me as a gift for Valentine's Day because it said Chewy loves you. And I would put it up on really high shelves, but every time I turned around, Chewy was dragging it across the floor. And I'm like, how did you reach it? How did you get it up from that shelf? So eventually I was like, you know what? The heart's the only part I really care about. So I cut the heart out and kept it. And then I took the giant Chewbacca and gave it to Chewy. And he ripped it apart. And it was so big. And it looked like it had snowed in the house with how much fluff there was. It was crazy. All right, Amanda says, do you have any new Forever Home Friends books, plushies on the horizon? Wrigley is highly interested. Okay, so this is so cute. So Amanda's son is named Wrigley. And one of the Forever Home Friends dog and book combos, one of our characters is named Wrigley, but Wrigley with a W. So like kind of like Wrigley Field in Chicago. So yeah, so she got one for her son Wrigley for his birthday, and it's so cute. I love it so much. Yeah, so right now I'm gonna announce this soon officially, but we're gonna be doing a new book for 2020, and it's gonna involve a contest for people to get their senior dogs featured. Like it's gonna be a senior dog compilation book, because I think that a lot of times older dogs, senior dogs don't get as much love. A lot of people are, they want to adopt puppies. They want to do that. But not always senior dogs. So not everyone always, you know, tries to find a dog who's older and needs a home. So I want to make a book that celebrates multiple different older dogs, dogs who are like 10 years and older. So that's going to be, I think, what we're going to do for 2020. I'm not sure about new plushies yet. We don't have a new plushie in the works just yet. Those take a long time because I have to bulk order everything right off the bat. But we do have, as you guys know, we have 4 book and plush combos on foreverhomefriends.com. We have Princess Allie, and now I learned to use the 3D printer. We have a 3D printer because my husband Tyler, he loves to make fun things on the 3D printer and like make figures and stuff. You should check out his Twitter. It's amazing. And so I started using the 3D printer to make princess crowns for there's one of the dogs, Allie, wants to be a princess. That's like her story. And she has like a sparkly pink collar. And I wanted to make little princess crowns for the stuffed animals. So I started making those on the 3D printer. And then right now we also, all the stuffed animals have little handmade holiday scarves. They are like the scarves have little heart-shaped paw prints on them. They're very cute. So we have the 4 characters right now, Princess Allie, and then we have Chewy in his book, Smile Chewy. So Chewy's right here on the floor, but you guys can't see him. Hold up. I'm not going to lift him up because he won't like that, but I'll show him to you guys. Here, Chewy's right here. Say hi, Chewy. So yeah, there's Chewy. Anyway, so he's got a book, and then we have Wrigley that Amanda mentioned, and then we have Kringle's Christmas, so that's a Christmas book. And the plushie has a little Santa hat, so it's cute. But yeah, so that's the new book that we have in the works. But the new plushie after that, I haven't like decided on the next character. Like I have a few that I'm deciding between right now, and that'll determine what the next plushie is. We have a cat named Lex Muther. That's adorable. I love it. That's so cute. Okay, let's see. Where am I on here? Anyone else name their pet and then their personality grew to match the name? I named my dog Bandit because he had a red bandana. Now he steals everything. That's so funny. So we didn't actually name Chewy. That was his name at the shelter already, and he was already 2 when we adopted him, so we didn't want to confuse him with a new name. So a lot of people are like, did you name him Chewy because he chews everything? I named him Chewy after Chewbacca. And like, I didn't name him Chewy. He just already was. And you know what? He chews a lot of things, but not things that he's not supposed to. Like, it's pretty amazing. I just like leave him in the house and like I go wherever and leave him with free reign of the house. And he does not chew up things that he's not supposed to chew up. It's pretty great. So I'm impressed with him. He likes to chew things, but I guess, you know, you normally think a dog named Chewy would be chewing all the things he's not supposed to, but he's a good boy. All right, what else we got? Zach's dad is a fireman. All right, yeah. I mean, Zach, I'm sorry that like that's hard when people have to work on the holidays, but like that's awesome that your dad's a firefighter. That's such an important job. All right. Amanda says, I love how excited you are talking about your books. Thank you. This is my favorite thing to do. I love it. Jasmine, my boyfriend's dog has an old sheepdog named Jackson, and he is such a good, oh, yay! He sounds so cute. Older dogs are amazing. I've walked many old dogs, and they are angels. They are. I don't know if you guys know this because I didn't talk about this publicly. Like, I considered it. I was like, am I going to have to put out a press release or whatever? But it was, you guys know I don't have any work-life balance. I don't separate business and personal life at all, but I had to in this instance. But Allie, the dog that Princess Allie is based on, actually passed away a couple months ago, and it was rough. She was 13 years old, and she's a black lab, and she was the sweetest dog. And as an older dog, you know, she was, you know, so gentle, so sweet. She just wanted to lick your face. She was so good. Like, barely even had to train her as a puppy. She was just a sweetheart. Like, as we know, she was the princess, so she loved getting attention. But other than demanding attention, like, she never really did anything wrong. She didn't chew anything. She didn't destroy anything. She was a sweetheart. But that was difficult because, like, it's hard. Like, when it happened, one of my worries, I was like, am I going to have to put out a press release about this? Like, am I going to have to, like, take time from grieving to manage this from a business perspective? And that was hard. So I'm definitely going to include her in the Senior Dogs book, even though she already has a book. cookies seem to be done. Let's see. No, they're not done. I'm gonna give them a little more time. All right, so Jasmine says he's 10 years old, such a good blind boy. He sounds so cute. I want to see pictures. Send me pictures of him. You want to be, Lauren says, I want to be Princess Allie. Yeah, she's a cutie. She's so cute. Amanda says, senior doggies, such sweeties. Both our dogs are seniors now. Judy's 15 next month and Walter's almost 12. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That is so amazing. A 15-year-old dog, like that's awesome. Give them both a head scratch and a kiss from me. They sound so cute. Send me pictures. Oh, you also have a 3D printer. Okay, I'm glad to meet other 3D printer people. The 3D printer is so fun. And now that I've started making the princess crowns as like an item on the 3D printer, I'm like, I feel like the world is open to possibilities. Like suddenly I'm like, I can make so many accessories for my stuffed animals. So that's another thing I'm going to be focusing on in 2020 is like the senior dogs book, getting books in a brick and mortar stores, and figuring out what other stuffed animal accessories I can make with the 3D printer. Where am I on here? Oh, Lauren says, hi, Chewy. Oh, yay. So you think Chewy will be the next one Wrigley gets for Christmas? So cute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I hope he enjoys Chewy if he does get him. Yeah, that's so exciting. I mean, I'm of course partial to Chewy because he's my dog, but that'd be cute then, because if you got him Chewy for Christmas, you could show him videos that have Chewy in them, because I have Chewy in so many of my videos on the channel. So I'm gonna be like, here's real Chewy. That's cute. I love it. Yeah, okay, so Amanda's dog Judy was named by the shelter. Named Walter. We named Walter and Judith Dunn, the old married couple. That's so cute. I've considered, like, okay, so Chewy and Wrigley are best friends in real life. Like, Chewy has anxiety. He has a hard time getting along with other dogs, but he and Wrigley are best friends in real life. And I'm like, I kind of want to have a doggy wedding for them because I just feel like that would be so cute. But other people think that would be lame, so I don't know. But I'm like, what if I had like a big event that like had it as like a Forever Home Friends fundraiser or something and had a doggy wedding? I'm like, I think that's cute. I don't know. We'll see. But they're best friends. And then, yeah, Amanda says, I'll always have a black lab in my life. Yeah, black labs, they're so sweet. Labs are just so sweet. I love them. And Lauren says, sorry for your loss. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jasmine, wait, where are we? Oh, Amanda says you can make a 3D printed adoption kit, like little dog dishes and stuff. Oh, that's so cute. I love that, because I was considering, like, I can make the little dog bones, but that's not that exciting, like dog bones, whatever, you know. And husband even 3D printed my in-law's dog name tag. That's so exciting. Guys, I love it. I should probably do something like that, like little dog bowl, that kind of thing. In the past, I'm like, I want to change up my packaging to have them come in like a little dog crate that like, but right now buying custom packaging is too expensive, so that might be for way later down the line. Cool. I'm going to take these cookies off of the sheet and then we will continue. Yeah, so these cookies seem to be ready. I'm going to move these onto a plate, and then the cookies in the oven will probably be ready in just a minute, and then I'm going to try them. We'll see how they are. All right. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, maybe I am baking them too long. These are like rock hard. Oops. 1 second. All right. So let's move these cookies here and these here, and then we will bake a final batch of cookies after this. All right, so we've got the snowman cookies here. They're pretty good. I probably should have not cooked them all that extra time because they're crunchier than I wanted. But that's okay. This always happens. I always bake things for too long. I guess when I did the video with the cupcakes, my cupcakes came out good though, so I didn't do that. All right, so we're gonna have a whole plate of snowman cookies here. All right, so got a plate of snowman cookies right here. And then I'm going to put the rest of the Christmas tree cookies on here. We're going to put those in the oven. While I do that, we'll take a look here. Dog wedding! Yes, hashtag dog wedding. Okay, so you like the idea of a Chewy and Wrigley wedding. Lauren says, do it. Okay, a lot of people, okay, people like this idea. Okay. What kind of cookies? So they're sugar cookies. They're like little slice and bake snowman cookies. And then we've got some Christmas tree cookies coming off in a second. Stream became, oh my God, yeah, kind of did. Like, people like those, right? So I'll eat some of these on camera while I'm doing this. It says, I hate crunchy cookies. Yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't have let them get crunchy. I'm going to fix that next time. I like cookies slightly underbaked so the centers are soft. Yeah, I'm going to bake these less. I made a mistake. I told you guys I was going to mess up the cookies. Like, what could you expect from me? DL Stewart says, I got to run. Again, congratulations, and I hope you have many more successful years on BookTube and AuthorTube. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being welcoming in the AuthorTube group, and thank you for coming to watch the stream and everything. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to put the rest of the Christmas tree cookies on this. These boxes also have, like, they have little activities on the back. Like, you can cut out little hats to put on your snowman cookie, I guess. It's kind of cute. So we're going to finish making the Christmas tree cookies, and I'm going to make these much softer because that was definitely a mistake for me to overbake the last batch. All right. Got cute Christmas trees here. This will be fun. I'll have some holiday cookies ready to go then. Even though I already have so many leftovers from Thanksgiving, so like I already have a lot of food. All right, these are going in for 11 minutes and no more. Excuse me, Chewy. All right, and then I can start moving these cookies onto the plate. Who else we got? I enjoy all cookies except raisin cookies. I like raisin cookies, actually, although I like all cookies. Like, I just, anything with sugar, I want it. Crunchy cookies are the worst. Yeah, well, see, now you guys don't have to feel like you're missing out because you guys were like, oh, I want the cookies. Why does Savvy bake the cookies and not send them to me? Well, they're crunchy, so, like, turns out you didn't miss anything. Everything's okay. Lauren says, had to wrangle a toddler, but I'm back now. Man, that's hard. I struggle with just wrangling Chewy sometimes, so, you know, kudos to you. I forget I'm baking when I get too big. Oh, man, I'm a sucker for puns. So Amanda says, I'm listening. I'm just going to be cleaning my house. Oh, my God. My house is such a mess, honestly. Like, like, the counter in my kitchen is a mess, and I just cleared off, like, half of the shit that was on here to make this video so you guys wouldn't be like, man, that's gross. Savvy just leaves out the cutting board with all the onion skin on it or whatever. So Lauren says, what are your 2020 goals for your AuthorTube and BookTube channel? That is an awesome question. I love that. So so my goals for 2019, I think my goal is to hit 500 subscribers. And I'm ending the year with a little over 1,200, it seems. So I surpassed that goal, so that was exciting. So I don't know, does that mean I should like make my goals bigger for this year? I mean, before the end of 2019, my goal, I changed it. I want to hit 1,500 because I want to release merch. That's my thing, is I want to release merch when I hit 1,500. And then other channel goals other than that, I'm still trying to figure out because I have videos planned through like the end of December, but I don't have many videos planned for the beginning of the new year yet, just because, like, you know, I guess I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen and all of that. But I guess I would like to start doing probably, I'm going to make a video about I'm going to make a video about this next week about the weird regulation changes coming to YouTube. So I might be making less in the way of toy videos just because I'm so paranoid that a bot is going to incorrectly flag one of my toy videos as a kid's video and say I did it wrong, and then get mad when my dolls are saying fuck the patriarchy and stuff like that. So I might do less toy videos. I don't know. If you guys want more toy videos, let me know. Like, I'm trying to figure out what I should do with that. But I definitely want to do more, like a few more writing tips videos, more writing vlogs. But I also want to expand more into like more business side of writing videos because, you know, being a small business owner and, you know, caring about small businesses so much, I want to talk more about that. I love doing anti-MLM videos and reacting to like people who are trying to manipulate other people into joining a business and like telling people what to watch out for and that kind of thing. So I'm going to try to do more of those as well. One of like my big goals, right? I did this one video a little while ago that was where I found hidden pyramid schemes on Career Builder. And I like applied for them with a fake name and I listed like no job experience and listed no education. Like I did like the barest resume. It was just like my name and I was like education, none, former job. I was a boss babe at Avon, whatever, you know, I did something like that. And then like I got emails back that were like, we'd love to interview you, right? Like, hi, Ivy. Ivy was my fake name. They're like, hi, Ivy, we want to interview you. You'd be great for this job. So I kind of want to start doing videos where I like go undercover into like MLM interviews. Like I'll put on a wig and like make myself a different person. But here's the thing is Illinois is a two-party consent recording state. So I can't do it in Illinois unless I like just took notes and then came back and told you guys what it was like, but I couldn't record the process without the other person's knowledge. In Indiana or Wisconsin, I can do that unless the law has changed since I last looked it up. So I'm waiting until I can make myself more of a budget and like try to travel to those places and do like a, you know, inside like investigative journalist kind of thing about that. I think that would be so fun. I would also be so nervous because I'm terrible at lying, but we'll see what that's like. Amanda says you could do another channel for your toy videos. That way there's less chance of being flagged. Okay, so that's one thing I considered was like making my toy videos kid-friendly, right? So I wouldn't be doing videos where my dolls are like swearing and being mean girls to each other anymore or anything. But I'm considering like, because I did make a channel for Chewy. I don't promote it as much anymore, but Chewy does have his own channel. It only has like 20 subscribers. And on there, he, like I have put his vlogs up there. I try to put a lot of Forever Home Friends videos up there. So I could make videos about my plushes and make videos about those things and move it all to that channel and have that be a kid-friendly channel. I could do that. So that's something I'm considering too. That's a good idea. And oh, do my toy videos through Patreon. That's brilliant. I love it. I love it. I'm going to do that. I might move all my toy videos to Patreon then because I do have a Patreon page. So I can move all my toy videos to Patreon. You guys have such great ideas. Thank you so much for sharing these with me. Adventures in Fantasy says, you are fine. It is written in the law that mixed audiences are safe. YouTube actually lied about it and made all of us panic. I had to go to the COPPA site and look it up. Okay. That's very reassuring. Okay, I'm glad. Just because, like, I had assumed it wasn't going to be as bad as people thought, but I also, like, had this worry because, like, this channel means a lot to me. I don't want to lose this channel. Like, it means, like, you guys are amazing, and this has helped me grow my audience for my own books so much, and it's also helped me make so many writer friends. And like I've talked about, I'm an extrovert, so I need to be talking to other people about my writing all the time or else it gets you motivated. And like, that's why this has been such an amazing thing for me. So the fear of losing my channel was like freaking me out because I'm like, no, I feel like I'm finally on the right track to something. All right. Joan says, sounds great, Savvy Undercover. Yeah, that would be fun, right? I kind of really want to do that. I think that would be so much fun. Grumpy says, Owl Gaming says, Ivy is my wife's name. That's fun. Okay, so the reason I went by Ivy was I just did an anagram generator. I took Savvy Lizer, and one of the anagrams was Ivy Sealers. So I was like, okay, I'll be Ivy Sealers. Okay, so second batch of cookies, guys, are not as crunchy. These are much better. Okay? The second batch is much better. So that was a victory. Great. So those Christmas tree cookies that I made in the second batch are so much better. I might save the crunchy ones and like dip them in coffee or something. That could be fun, like a biscotti. Okay. Wear a series of clever disguises. Okay. So now that I have short hair, I can wear wigs. And there are a lot of wig stores in my neighborhood. And I've always wanted to try wearing wigs because I thought it would be fun to try changing up my hairstyle. And I feel like I've seen people do a lot of really cool things with them. So I might try changing up my hair. I learned how to do makeup to do cosplay. So I didn't know how to do makeup until I was 25. And even then I still don't really know how to do it. I just do it for cosplay. So, but I learned a little bit. I watched a couple tutorials, which was a mess. I wish I never watched YouTube makeup tutorials because the algorithm now recommends me beauty videos, and then it recommended me all these beauty community drama videos, and I'm like, stop, I want to look at book stuff. But, you know, that's what makes the money. So But I did learn a little bit about how to do makeup. So I'm going to try that. And then I'm going to put in color contact lenses. I hate wearing contact lenses. I get so panicked when things go in my eyes. But when I was cosplaying as Deanna Troi from Star Trek for C2E2 this year, when I walked around my neighborhood, one of my neighbors stopped me and he was like, "Oh, are you Chewie's dog walker?" And I'm like, "I'm Savvy." And he was like, "You're Savvy." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "But you have black hair and dark eyes." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting ready to get in costume." So apparently I can transform myself pretty dramatically. So I think I'm going to do that. Okay, Amanda says, talking about my writing has become one of my favorite things lately. If I was told my channel was no more, I'd be so sad. Yes, exactly. I need to talk to other people about it. Lauren, this is the best idea ever. I wish someone will put together a list of all the small business owners in the AuthorTube community so we could also support during the holidays. Let's do that. We should make a thread in like the AuthorTube Facebook group, or I'll also on my community tab on YouTube, I'll make a post that's like, who here has a small business? Because I only want to buy from small businesses for the holidays. And we can see who has Black Friday. Like I've seen a few posts, like I know Jenna Moracy on AuthorTube. She has some Black Friday deals going that I've seen on social media. So like we can all support each other. That would be awesome. I will put up some posts about that. And I have, if you guys haven't joined, I have a Facebook group called Lady Business Owners. Even if you're a man, you can still join. It's just a place for women in business to uplift each other. But if you're a man, like, I'm not going to tell you not to join. Anyone can join. So join the group if you want. And I was posting about stuff in there as well. So we can do that kind of thing. But yeah, I love that idea. Grumpy Owl Gaming says, we just start talking on DM sometime, and I'm extrovert as well, and every writer I know is introvert. Oh my God, okay, thank you. Because I was having so many problems as an extroverted writer, and I was reading, like, when I would read, like, books about writing and that kind of thing, a lot of people would be like, I know we're all introverted, so it's very hard to be in front of people. And I'm like, no, I have the opposite problem. I love to be in front of people. Put me in front of a crowd 24/7. I want to talk all the time, but my problem is that when I have to work from home by myself, I want to fall asleep. That's my problem, is that I start falling asleep because I get demotivated and I lose all my energy when I'm by myself. I need to be like constantly, gaining things from other people. So, okay, I'm not alone in being an extroverted writer. I love this. And I think it comes with its own set of struggles. Okay, we definitely got to talk about this. You're a McDonald, not a whore. Go upstairs and put on more makeup. That's funny, but I don't know what it means. Is that a reference to something? I'm so sorry if I don't get that. Let's see what else. All right, so Lauren says, I work in healthcare and talk to 300 patients a day without talking people being social. I would just stop being. Accurate, yes. These cookies are done. I'm actually going to take them out. I don't care if they don't look done. I'm not risking the crunchy cookies again. Oh my God, guys. I knew I was going to do something stupid. I told you. I dropped the kitchen towel in Chewie's water bowl. It's all gross and wet now. We have to put that in the laundry. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's the Christmas tree cookies. I'm going to let those cool down for a minute. I'm going to eat some of these cookies while I continue to talk to you guys about stuff. Wait, first I'm going to throw out this tinfoil. I'm going to put some stuff away so my kitchen doesn't get worse. This is a spatula. No, I still need that. I don't need this tray anymore. Don't need the oven on anymore. Okay. I don't know if I should keep these to do the crafts because I don't think I'll actually do them, but I'm also like, they could be fun. No, I'm going to throw this out. Gotta stop hoarding. Okay. Zach says I have to do homework now, so I gotta go. Congrats on 1 year. Here's so many more. Thank you, Zach. Zach, I'm so glad I got to know you in this community. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, thanks so much for being a part of this and for being a good BookTube friend. So Amanda says, I'm listening, going back to doing the dishes. I'd rather hang out here. I understand that. Maybe I should start scheduling when I do dishes for when other people have live streams so that I can hop on the live stream and enjoy it, but also get my dishes done. Like, that's a brilliant idea. I should do that. Cool. So Jasmine says, I wish I were an extroverted writer. I need to go to more write-ins. Oh, yeah, write-ins are good. Yeah, in Chicago we have write-ins sometimes, but it's hard to get to them, right? Like it's hard to go to something in person. So sometimes I just like go out in public and do things, but I'm glad I found these like writing sprints that people do on live streams. Like people have been doing these forever and I just started doing them the other day, but like I need to do more of those. They're so much fun. Make a new hat with the tinfoil. I should. I'm considering doing a tinfoil hat video because I have a bunch of conspiracy theories about YouTube and about the internet that I want to talk about in a future video. So I'm like, maybe I should wear a tinfoil hat for it just for fun. I'm gonna do that. Zach says, you're too nice, Abby. No, you're too nice. You're way nicer than me. Lauren says, scheduling anything is a mythological fallacy in my life. Writing time, dishes, upload schedules, it's all chaos. That's accurate. I'm trying so hard to stick to a schedule. But everything's always up in the air with me, right? Because, you know, I run my own business, I'm a writer, and then I have 2 other part-time jobs that I work because, you know, unfortunately Forever Home Friends does not bring me a full-time income yet. But while I'm doing those other jobs, those are also in the air because one of them is like, I work as a music journalist. So, you know, the magazine world is not, it's not like 9 to 5 either. And then I also teach kids creative writing workshops, but I don't teach them every day. So sometimes I teach them on Tuesday and Wednesday. Sometimes I teach them on Thursday and Monday. Like it varies. So I teach like 2 of those a week. So my schedule is always changing too. And then I'm like, all right, well, and I need to schedule when I do videos based on that. I need to schedule when I'm going to get this much writing done based on that. So yeah, crazy schedules is what it's all about. Zach says, glad we got to know each other. Actually going now. Bye. I'm glad we got to know each other too. This cookie is good. I'm loving this. All right. These are a little mushier. So some of these are too hard, right? The snowman ones are too hard. They're like crunchy. They're like brown on the back. These Christmas tree ones, I can't barely even lift up with the spatula because they're so soft. But you know what? I'm just going to leave them to cool down. And then hopefully it'll be good. Music journalist. Okay, when I say music journalist, I am a music journalist. It's true. But when a lot of people assume that I'm like, you know, going to interview rock stars or whatever. I did once interview someone from the Dave Matthews Band, so kind of. But other than that, like I mostly write about like band, like big band, marching band, brass and woodwind, military bands, the bands that, you know, use percussions and brass and woodwinds. I like to write about those kind of bands. I played the saxophone for a while, so that's primarily what I write about. And I write for a couple magazines about that and about music education and those kind of things. So it's a little nerdier than what people usually expect when they hear music journalist. They think I'm like going to all the cool underground indie music scenes in Chicago, but no, I'm not. Multitasking is the only way I survive. True. I used to be bad at multitasking, but now I'm like, I figured it out. I feel like I'm like, I gotta schedule my social media posts on this monitor and on this in my desktop computer. I have 2 monitors, which is nice. So I have 2 monitors and I'm like, on this one, I'm going to be watching people's videos and commenting. And on this monitor, I'm going to be scheduling all my social media posts for the week or whatever. So I try to do stuff like that. I need to get better at social media. I'm trying to do more of that. Grumpy Owl Gaming says, yeah, we need to talk. I feel like that was a response to something I said earlier. It sounds like a breakup message right now. But I know you probably meant we had to talk about. Yeah, we'll talk about whatever you want. That sounds great. Do I want to write? Do you write to music? I thought you said, do I write music? And I was like, no, I cannot compose this in my life. But okay, do I write to music? Yes, I do. I love listening. I do playlists sometimes, but I'm like this is why I'm so bad with technology. I don't know how to use Spotify. I don't know how to use any of that. I listen to the radio and to records pretty much. It's like musically, I feel like I'm living like 40 years in the past. But in terms of that, I usually put on like Christmas music this time of year. I put on Christmas music because it gets me motivated because I'm doing so much holiday related promotions and stuff. But other than that, I do sometimes try to make like a YouTube playlist because I know how to make YouTube playlists now. So I can make a YouTube playlist to songs that remind me of the book. So that works a lot. Let's see. Concentrating on completely different things at once. That's true. Yeah, I concentrate on a lot of different things at once too. And Jasmine says, music education is so important. I directed junior high and high school band when you— What? That's so cool! That is so cool. I didn't know that. I love learning all these things. We all have so much in common, and I don't even realize this. I've never directed a band, but I've been in bands many times, and I write about them. So, and music education is ridiculously important. I interview a lot of music teachers in my work. I interview a lot of music teachers. I interview a lot of band directors, all those kind of people. That's so cool that you directed junior high and high school band. That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, it's so important. And music was, and this is actually a thing I've been writing about in the business self-help book I've been writing. The fact that like music was a really important part of my life for so long, but it was my only hobby for a while. Like, and by hobby, I mean a thing I did solely for fun and not to like, cause I was a writer my whole life, but writing was never a hobby to me. Writing was always, this is what I want to do as a career from the beginning. And art is like another thing. Like, you guys know I like to draw, I like to do those kind of things. But to me, that's also like, I'm illustrating books, I'm making designs for things, I'm doing things that are going to help me as a business owner. Music was always the one thing that was solely a hobby. And it was like, I care about music, I practice, I try to get better, I play in groups, I'll play in this jazz band, I'll play in this marching band, I'll do that kind of thing. But I never intended to make any career out of it. And then I ended up getting a job writing about music. So it was pretty cool. It was like the one thing that I was doing just for fun and was intending to give up after college. It ended up being the thing that I got a job doing. So although I didn't get a job playing music, but I still got a job where like, so that's cool. I don't know what the message is from that. It could be like, just do what you love no matter what. But I've basically given up on having hobbies and only do things that work for my career now. So yeah. And Jasmine says, what instruments did you play? I played saxophone for 8 years, alto saxophone, and I played the bassoon for about 8 years as well. But I had to stop playing bassoon after high school because they're expensive. Like, I couldn't, like, I used the school's instrument. I couldn't afford one because even like a mediocre one's like $3,000 or more. So and then in college, like, unless you were like a music major, they didn't have extra instruments to lend you. But in marching band, they did have an extra saxophone to lend me. So I continued playing saxophone. But those were the two instruments I played. And then Lauren says, can you give me some advice to get off my butt and get my nano words in? Sure. What advice can I give? Because I'm only at 30,000, guys. So like, I don't know if my advice will be worth anything, but I mean, like, I guess what helped me is the other day I did live writing sprints. I was on Lisa Daly's live stream and I wrote 4,000 words during the writing sprint. So we did 4 20-minute writing sprints. It was great. And I got so much done during that. So maybe joining a writing sprint if there's if you're able to, like today. I don't know if there are any going on today. If there are, let me know because I have a lot of writing to catch up on for those. Yeah, or like I can try this, like Lauren, right now you're watching this stream. What time is it right now? It is 12. Oh my God, I got cookie crumbs on my phone. That's gross. It's 12:16 at 12:25 in 10 minutes. I'm going to follow up with you and you better have 200 more words written. Do it. Okay, I already answered that. Let's see. Adventures in Fantasy says, I always say music is the one thing that you can't take from me, and if you try, there's going to be a problem. Yeah, music is universal. That is so true. It's like a universal language, right? Because we can, like, no matter what language you speak, no matter, like, we all can process music. We all can, like, emotionally connect to music. That's actually, I'm writing, like, I've written a young adult novel. It's called One Final Vinyl. I've talked about this a little on my channel before. It's not out yet, but my goal, I have plans to have it out in 2020, and pretty soon I'm going to be reaching out to do a street team for that. So I'm going to be reaching out for people who are interested in that pretty soon. And that book deals a lot with music. Like, music isn't the main plot in it, but it deals with how music can connect people who have ridiculously different backgrounds. It's like an 18-year-old girl and a 90-year-old woman become best friends by bonding over listening to music on a road trip together. It's a very, like, that kind of story. So yeah, I'm excited to tell you guys more about that one too. And Lauren says, going now. Yeah, write your words, Lauren. Grumpy Owl says, girl, I played tenor sax, jazz band all through high school. My mom picked up a summer pairs for $75 and from some old man back in the day. That is awesome. I love it. Yeah, that's so cool. I was grateful I could always use school instruments to play saxophone, but also my school instrument saxophone would fall apart a lot. Tenor sax is cool. I love the sound it makes. I've tried playing other people's tenor saxophones before, but I've never like played it legitimately before. I played alto sax for a while, primarily because when I was in high school, that they needed alto saxes for the marching band and they didn't need tenor saxes. So I was playing bassoon when I entered high school and I wanted to be in marching band. So I was like, well, I got to play something else. So I played like bassoon in the orchestra and then I played alto sax in the marching band. And it was great. That's amazing that you got it for $75. That's amazing. Yeah, I've never owned my instruments, which is like, that's kind of sad because I don't have them anymore. My family did have a piano when I was growing up because my grandma used to have a piano and then she gave it to my dad. And then I tried to learn to play piano. This is a fun story. It's not fun. This is the opposite of a fun story. That is sarcasm. I tried to learn to play piano. And I got decent at it as a little kid. And then my piano teacher became a sex offender, right? That's such a weird story. Like he popped up on the news as like he got in trouble for like sexually assaulting a student. I guess I'm glad that I never had any problem with him, but like, that's crazy. Maybe I shouldn't, maybe we're going to get off of that topic. But he says that was 20 years ago. Yeah. Man, teacher only played the solo in class because he was afraid I'd break it. That's such a good story. I like that. Yeah, but it's amazing, right? When you have like a nice instrument, just the sound that it makes. Like when I used to take bassoon lessons, I would sometimes I had like when I was in middle school, my middle school bassoon instrument was like a black plastic one. And then if you could get like a real wooden one, which was so much more expensive, but a real wooden one that made the amazing sound. So I would if I was at a lesson, I would ask my teacher, like, can I play yours real quick? And a lot of times she'd be like, okay, just for a minute. And then I'd play it and I was like, oh, this sounds amazing. It sounds so good. I thought I sucked at this instrument, but it turns out I'm not as bad as I thought. Just like sometimes the hardware of the instrument makes all the difference. My high school band teacher was having a relationship with male students. Yeah, that's that happens, right? It's so creepy when that kind of stuff happens. I'm sorry that happened in your school. Like, no, at least like when I was in school, all my teachers were good, wholesome people. But it was when I took piano lessons as a kid. Turns out my private lesson teacher I don't know all the details, but he was doing something. It wasn't good. Yeah, Jasmine says, oh no, that's great. Yeah, it is crazy. Although I did use that as part of a lead into a story in a stand-up comedy routine one time. So I got something good out of it. I was like, here we go. Yeah. So that happened. In a conservative city, found out years later. Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy, dude. Oh, man. All right. Oh, wow. I've been on this for almost an hour and a half. Okay, I'm going to try to take the rest of the tree cookies off of here. I think these are like extra soft. Like, I feel like they're going to fall apart any second now. But I don't know. Maybe they won't. They're so soft. Like, they're so soft that when I touch them, my fingers get greasy. You know what I mean? Like, when you touch the cookies that have oil in them, like, my fingers are getting greasy. I'm going to try eating one of these. I feel like it's going to, like, fall apart. Oh, good. So this is the opposite. This is essentially cookie dough. But they're slice and bake cookies, so I feel like there's nothing raw in them. So I'll keep eating them. Grumpy Owl Gaming says, my original major was vocal performance. That's so cool! Oh my god, I didn't know there were so many music people here. I love it. I never majored in music. I had a few friends who did. I had a few friends who became music teachers too, so that's exciting. And I was in a music sorority. That was fun. Because when I joined college, I didn't think I'd fit in with, like, sororities. And, like, I didn't know that you had to pay to join them, so I was like, what? But then, the music sorority I joined was really cheap. And also, like, we had a sorority house and stuff, and I lived in it, And it was fun. I was like, I feel like I'm doing the whole like college thing. Lauren says 452 are yes! Yes, I'm so glad that worked. I'm so excited right now. Okay. So that's how I can motivate people, right? I'm just like, you better do it. Like, I just got to be mean. Okay. I can be mean. I like it. Good job, Lauren. Congratulations. I love it. Adventures in Fantasy says it sounds like they have too much butter in them, which is why they get crunchy. So, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, I love butter, so I'm not complaining about that. That's really cool. Yeah. So I have here a hyper crunchy cookie and a very smooth cookie. This one's like about to fall apart. This one's about to fall apart. And this one has like a rock hard bottom. Oh. Eat them together like a sandwich. There's some contrast. I love it. Lauren says I wasn't mean. Well, I appreciate that. Oh, I'm glad I have the soft cookie and the hard cookie together. What? It gives a fun contrast. This was good. This is good. I need to patent the cookie sandwich. Oh, man. I don't think I can run another business right now. I'll let you have the patent. But that'd be fun. It would be like, it's not even an ice cream sandwich. It's like you have two hard cookies or two soft cookies and a hard cookie in the middle or something. And just cookies of different textures stacked on top of each other. Music question. Some people already know this, but I love me some Zach Hempsey. I'm going to share the goodness with you later. Yeah, sounds great. I'm always up for listening to more music. I'm probably going to mostly listen to Christmas music. People make fun of me for that. I start listening to Christmas music on the 1st of November, and I listen to it through the 1st of February. Everyone's like, that's too much Christmas music. But that is not true, because it's 75% of the year I'm not listening to Christmas music, so it's really not that big a deal. Actually, this year I started listening to Christmas music like October 25th or something, because I was doing holiday marketing. I was preparing our Happy Holidays collection. I was doing all of that. So like I had to be in the spirit so that I could be like into it, you know? That was an unrelated tangent. Yes, I'll be excited for you to share some music with me. Thank you. All right, here's what my big plate of cookies looks like now that we're done. Look at that. We've got, oh, hold on. I'll zip this down. There we go. We've got all of these holiday cookies. I am so excited. I'm probably going to eat like all of them at once, which is not good because I have Thanksgiving leftovers in the fridge. So like, but that's good. So I won't have to spend any money on food for a long time as long as I pace myself. We'll see how that is. My toddler's being a drama king. So, oh yes, do it. That's fun. That's fun. Have a good time. Cool. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I'm probably going to wrap this up in a minute or so. I really appreciate everyone who came to this live stream and watched me bake cookies and we do a Q&A. Thank you for celebrating my 1-year anniversary on BookTube and on AuthorTube with me. And thank you to everyone who's been very welcoming to me in this community. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everyone who helped me get to 1,000 subscribers. This was an amazing first year on YouTube. I guess I made YouTube videos before. That's only technically my first year, but like my first year being a part of this community has been amazing. And I'm excited to do more next year and I'm excited to keep going. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being awesome. And thank you for coming to the live stream to celebrate with me. Yeah, so this is about an 1.5 hour long live stream. That's crazy. I guess these are usually long though. Amanda says, yes, this was fun. Congrats on 1 year. And Lauren says, congrats on 1 year and 1,000. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for making this happen for me. Yeah, feel free, like for the new year, if there's any new types of videos you want to see, or if you have opinions on like if I should do less toy videos, or if I should do more MLM videos, or like whatever ideas you guys have, or opinions you have, I want to hear, and I want to, make stuff that you guys are going to like the best. So feel free, like even after the live stream gets posted on YouTube and is done, feel free to comment and that kind of thing. And no worries. Yeah, get you soon. Congrats on your anniversary. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I'm going to get going now and eat these cookies. It's kind of awkward and sad to say goodbye. Jasmine says, happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you for welcoming me to AuthorTube. I was one of your first AuthorTube friends. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Oh my God. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. I love being AuthorTube friends with you. And I remember the first thing I thought about your channel, I was like, whoa, this girl has Animal Crossing music on her channel. We are going to be friends. And then I feel like the first thing you said on my channel was like, you have a stuffed Isabel on your bookshelf. And I was like, yep. So I'm excited. I love knowing that I was like part of welcoming someone to the community. That's very awesome. Well, thank you. I'm really happy that we're friends here. All right, guys, I'm heading out now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. Have a great weekend that whole time. Of course, I'm going to say it. Do not forget to support small businesses this weekend. Oh, and the other thing I mentioned already, but I have Black Friday sales on foreverhomefriends.com. Just for today, we have free shipping on orders over 75, and today our new Happy Holidays mug released. So we have a mug, drink your hot cocoa, drink your coffee, all that good stuff. And then we're going to have a deal tomorrow that's going to be for only 2 hours. There's going to be a brief deal tomorrow, and then for Cyber Monday there will be a brief deal too. But today's the day you can get free shipping on orders over 75. So if you were planning to order like a plush friend and book pack with holiday stuff and some merch or whatever, if you're planning to order something like that, today would be the day. But enjoy. Have a great weekend. Have a great start to your holiday season if that's something you're going to celebrate. And I look forward to seeing you guys again on Monday in a new video. Bye, everyone. Happy reading and writing.